Hello everyone, I have evidence that Logan Paul is working with the FBI as a snitch in order to not be punished for his CryptoZoo scam. But before we get into that, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Now on with the content. So first things first, we have to list all the major bad actors, which is easy thanks to the work of CoffeeZilla and contextual evidence given by some ordinary gamers. We have Logan Paul, the founder, Jeff, Logan's manager, Jake, the Crypto King, an investor, Eddie Ibanez, the lead developer, and finally Z, or Zach Kelling, another lead developer. So let's first talk about Zach Kelling. Logan doxed him on his channel, revealing that Zach was a felon who robbed a liquor store. Or was he? Some ordinary gamers did some investigating into the matter and talked to Zach, revealing that the felony was expunged, basically meaning that the crime doesn't actually exist now. And when some ordinary gamers tried to search for the evidence Logan Paul provided in his video, it basically came up non-existent. So one has to wonder how Logan Paul managed to get his hands on these files if they were expunged and deleted from public eye to the point where not even law enforcement should have the file on record. Really makes you think. Then we have Jake the Crypto King, or Jake Greenbaum, known scammer, but before Crypto King was a part of CryptoZoo, he was a part of the Celsius platform, a crypto lending platform basically, and he invested $250,000 into the platform. But somehow when Celsius froze withdrawals, when their stock tanked, he somehow was one of the only people who managed to withdraw their money in time and intact. This is especially suspicious considering his recent actions that have come into light. I'm not saying that he was involved in the shenanigans, but I am saying that there is a pattern with him being involved with huge crashes in NFTs and crypto markets. Really makes you think. Next, we have to talk about Jake's resume, which is full of falsehoods. One, it says that he was the founder of Anonymous Bitcoin, but if you go on their website, you can see that it was designed in the most basic, incompetent way imaginable. Remember, this is someone that has a passion for technology, apparently graduated from St. Thomas University of Law and Bloomington's Indiana University. So this is someone, at the very least, that should have the technical know-how to build a competent website or hire people who are good at building a competent website. And not to mention, when you go on this website, it is just full of people pushing NFT and crypto games. So no wonder Logan was attracted to this man that he hired, a known scammer, into the field. 2, it says that he's a writer for Bitcoinist.net. However, if you go on their website, he only produced one article, despite claiming in his resume that he writes weekly original pieces on Bitcoins and altcoins. So this is another lie. Then number 3, I looked on BTC Manager and I looked through all of their articles. Yeah, I did. And so I have something crazy here. So Jake the Crypto King claims that he writes daily content and articles for BTC Manager. However, when I looked at all of their articles, his name is nowhere to be found. And then I got curious. And so I noticed that he had a co-founder of an app called the Pocket Node with Shaurya Malwa. And on Shaurya Malwa's resume, it says that he is also a writer for BTC Manager and has written over 500 pieces. However, when I looked on their website and looked through their articles, his name is nowhere to be found. So that means both him and Jake the Crypto King, both founders of the Pocket Node, are unreliable, if we didn't know that already, and have lied explicitly on their resume saying that they have written for this website when they clearly haven't. So it seems that Eddie Ibanez is not the only snake, liar, cheater, and scammer on the team. And then speaking of Eddie Ibanez, doesn't it seem a bit ridiculous that when with Zach, Logan Paul could just pull up a deleted, expunged criminal record out of midair, but for Eddie Ibanez, he was unable to do the research and find out that this man was very obviously a scammer who lied to the Morgan Church, a bunch of other billionaires, and the New York Yankees. In fact, when CoffeeZilla called Jeff and wanted comments on it, Jeff said, "Oh, I don't know about him working on the Philadelphia Eagles, but he worked with a bunch of other billionaires and I trust him." So you have to think that Logan actually knew about Eddie Ibanez's record and his track record of lying, since it's actually pretty easily found. Even some ordinary gamers looked on his resume and found a bunch of discrepancies. So what gives? So here's the thing. I know that it may sound out of pocket, but I'm pretty sure that Logan grabbed a bunch of criminals with him to do the CryptoZoo scam in order to have a guaranteed way to make money. And if those guys ever tried to leak or talk about publicly what is going on, Logan Paul would have a bunch of ammunition to throw at them in order to make sure that no one talks about what they're doing publicly and no one snitches to any investigative members or the authorities about what their true plan is. In fact, my evidence for this claim is how Logan reacted to CoffeeZilla's video and dropped Zach's name in order to discredit him because he automatically knew who Zach was. And then we have to think about Emilio and realize that even though Logan brought up that he was at the head of a few rug pulls, this is evidence that can't be found anywhere as shown by some ordinary gamers. So it really makes you think that Logan, before doing the CryptoZoo stuff, had dirt on this man too and brought him onto the project in order to help him and be an investor. And if something went wrong, boom, he would use this as ammunition in order to make sure that Emilio stays in line. It seems to me that anyone that crosses Logan when it comes to this project, he will absolutely 100% use their past and use the bad things they've done against them and hang them out to dry for public execution via destroying their reputation. In fact, this is how I believe that Jake the Crypto King managed to get away unscathed from the CryptoZoo project and managed to get his coins back. Because we have to remember, before CoffeeZilla revealed to Jake the Crypto King that he knew about Jake's involvement in the CryptoZoo scam, he tried to pin everything on Eddie Ibanez and refused to talk about anything with Logan Paul. It is only when it was shown and revealed to Jake the Crypto King that CoffeeZilla knew and he was going to go public with that information that he knew, that he revealed a lot more details about the project and started throwing Logan under the bus. You want to know why that is? It's because Eddie Ibanez is the fall guy. In fact, why do you think Logan brought him on as the lead developer? Because he knew about Eddie Ibanez's past and was willing to use that against him. The only reason why he didn't use it against Jake the Crypto King is because Jake the Crypto King must have also something on Logan Paul. So they decided that Eddie Ibanez would be the fall guy in case something went wrong because it was mutually destruction if they went against each other like this. Now, on to my final claim, that I have proof that Logan Paul is working with the FBI in order to not be in trouble with the whole CryptoZoo fiasco. Because let's be real here, Logan might as well have confirmed that the FBI are looking into Eddie Ibanez. How I know this for sure? It's because he was already being looked into by many reports filed by billionaires who had been scammed by this guy. That's why Logan knows that he scammed the Mormon Church, the Yankees, and a bunch of other billionaires. So when the whole CryptoZoo fiasco went tits up, he basically talked to an attorney lawyer, and the attorney lawyer basically told him, don't sell. That's the only reason why Logan didn't sell. It's because he was advised to by a legal counsel. And the only reason why he's still trying to make CryptoZoo is to make sure he doesn't have to give the money back to the people that invested, because he wants to keep all the money to himself, because that's how selfish he is. And as shown on his Impulsive podcast, he is narcissistically delusional and refuses to accept reality because he is surrounded by a bunch of yes men. Now back to Eddie Ibanez. I believe that the FBI are not interested in the CryptoZoo scam because they're much more interested in catching the quote-unquote bigger fish, Eddie Ibanez. They've been looking for this man for a long time, and Logan Paul is helping them in order to capture Eddie Ibanez and get away scot-free.